Hello everyone and welcome to my presentation. Today I am going to talk about the different types of digital media use and their consequences. Before we begin, let me give you an overview of the structure of my presentation. First, I will explain what media consumption is and define the term. Then I will talk about the different forms of digital media use. After that, I will discuss the signs of excessive media use and how to recognize them. Next, I will explain the consequences of digital media use. Finally, I will share some useful strategies for balanced media consumption. Alright, let's get started with the definition of media consumption. Definition of media consumption. Media consumption means using content from various types of media. On the one hand, this includes social networks such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. On the other hand, streaming services like Netflix, YouTube also play a major role. But that's not all. Online games, digital news, and interactive content are also consumed on different devices such as smartphones, tablets, laptops, and computers. When we think about why people use media, we see two main aspects. On the one side, media serve purposes such as information, entertainment, education, and communication. On the other side, digital media are becoming increasingly important today. Nevertheless, traditional media are still relevant and continue to have an impact. Now that we have understand what media consumption is, let's look at the different ways people use digital media. Types of digital media use. There are three main ways in which people use digital media. First of all, some people use digital media in a balanced way. They play games, watch videos, or post online from time to time. However, they are also engaged in other activities such as hobbies, schoolwork, or helping around the house. And most importantly, they can stop anytime without any problems. Conversely, digital media can become too important in a person's life. As a result, they spend more and more time playing, watching videos, or chatting. Over time, this can negatively affect on their health. At this stage, it is not yet an addiction, but it could develop into one. Finally, in the most serious case, digital media use becomes completely out of control. Conversely, people experience serious problems both physically and mentally. Even though they know it's harmful, they can't stop. This is what we call media addiction. Now that we have discussed the different levels of media use, let's explore how we can recognize problematic digital media habits. Signs of media overuse. Do you know when digital media use becomes problematic? There are some clear warning signs. To begin with, people avoid talking to others in person. Even when they do talk, it is short and not meaningful. In addition, they spend too much time online on their phone or computers, watching videos or playing games. As a result, they forgot about other hobbies. Furthermore, they stay online late at night. Because of this, their sleep schedule is messed up and they feel tired all the time. Moreover, their mood change easily. For example, they feel sad, angry, or anxious, especially when they cannot use their phone, tablet, or computer. Sometimes they argue about screen time and may even shout or get upset. Finally, they stop doing important things. For instance, parents may get calls from school because their child skips class. In addition, they may not help at home and household chores are left undone. Recognizing these signs earlier can help prevent bigger problems. However, it's also important to remember that digital media can have positive effects. Let's take a look at the benefits of social media. Positive consequences. Firstly, social media and online platforms provide easy access to a wide range of information and learning materials. Additionally, they enable people to watch educational videos, read informative articles, and take online courses, thereby enhancing their knowledge. Furthermore, social media allows individuals to connect with people from diverse cultural backgrounds. As a result, they can build new friendships, exchange ideas, and maintain contact with family and friends regardless of geographical distances. Moreover, digital media offers various forms of entertainment such as watching movies, listening to music, and playing interactive games. Consequently, it provides a great way to relax and wind after a busy day. Finally, social media provides a platform for creativity and self expression. This way, people can share their artwork, music, writing, or videos, which not only inspires others but also fosters a vibrant creative community. But while digital media has many advantages, it also has serious downsides. Let's now examine the negative effects of the problematic media use. Negative consequences. If people use digital media too much, it can cause problems in many areas such as family, school, work, and health. These problems can be divided into three main categories: physical, emotional, and social. Firstly, spending too much time online makes people feel tired during the day. Since they don't sleep enough, they often feel stressed. Moreover, they may suffer from headaches, back pain, neck pain, and eye problems. In addition, some people forgot to exercise or eat unhealthy food, which over time can cause weight gain. Besides physical health, excessive screen times also affects emotions. For example, people may find it hard to concentrate and feel restless, annoyed, or upset. As a result, some start feeling bad about themselves and how they look. In some cases, they may even experience sadness, anxiety, or depression. Furthermore, they lose interest in hobbies, spending time with family, or meeting friends. Finally, digital media overuse can lead to social issues. For instance, people may argue more with family and friends because they spend less time in person with others. They may start feeling lonely. Additionally, some struggle in school, get bad grades, or even miss classes. In the end, too much screen time makes life harder in many ways, and that's why it's important to have a healthy balance and take breaks from screens. So, what we can do to use in media in healthy way? Let's go over some key strategies. Strategies for balanced media use. One important strategy for healthy digital media use is managing your time well. For example, setting a specific amount of time for media use each day or week can help. This way, you avoid spending too much time on the screens, but also making time for other important activities. As a result, setting limits on screen time helps maintain balance in daily life. Another key approach is practicing mindful consumption, which means being aware of what you watch or do online. Before using media, think carefully about the content and how it's make you feel. Afterwards, ask yourself, how do I feel now? If something makes you feel bad, then it may be time to choose something different. By being mindful, you can develop a healthier relationship with digital media. When it comes to children and teenagers, having healthier media habits is especially important. To support this, parents should set clear rules, choose age appropriate content, and spend time together using media. In addition, they can act as a role model by using media in a balanced way, and that's why children learn that media can be fun, but at the same time, it it should also support learning and social skills.
I want you to start looking for something. And I promise you, once you start looking for it, you'll never be able to stop seeing it everywhere you go. When's the last time you've walked into a restaurant and saw an entire table of friends on their phone, or a group of people on the street, or maybe even your family in the morning, each content to be in their own world, nearly unaware of the reality around them? If the majority of human interaction is nonverbal, what would happen if you removed everything but that small remainder for over a decade? As it turns out, that's the very experiment that we're living in today. I remember when I was growing up, way back in the day, a prehistoric time before everyone had a cell phone and computers were named after the year they were made in. Okay, I'm not quite a dinosaur yet, but I grew up in a unique time where half of my childhood was without the major technology and platforms that seem to rule parts of our lives today, and the other half of my childhood was rapidly slingshotted into the new age of technology. I remember from the earlier half of my childhood, life seemed different, especially human interaction. If you wanted to talk with someone, you had no other option but to physically go out and find them and spend uninterrupted time with them in the same room. And while you were there was nothing pulling your attention away, nothing in the back of your mind reminding you that there are hundreds of other people sharing information that you might be missing out on. That degree of presence, practiced day in and day out, created a different richness to human interaction, with intricacies and nuances that seems to be slowly and gradually lost the further we progress into this new age of technological advancement. And with the meteoric rise in popularity for documentaries like The Social Dilemma, it's safe to say that this is a growing sentiment and realization within today's culture. The terrifying crux to the problem is actually quite simple. There's a massive mismatch between the rate of adaptation and advancement between our biology and technology. Because of the law of accelerating returns, the pace of advancement in information technology is exponential, and while technology continues to grow at a rapid pace, we're left still trying to figure out how it actually impacts us, especially when we're teaching algorithms to predict and modulate our behavior. I don't think that anyone's denying that social media, as well as instant communication, is extremely addictive, and its addiction falls right within the same symptoms as substance abuse. But what we don't quite know yet is how this addiction over time changes not only our behaviors through hacking our positive reinforcement centers of the brain, but how over time it changes our perception of reality itself. When we first embarked upon the social media experiment, we had far more in-person interactions under our belt than we did interactions online. So we took our in-person frame of reference and viewed all of our technological interactions through that lens. But now, in a time when we have hundreds, even thousands of friends, acquaintances, celebrities, and online personalities that we keep up with online, we have slowly over time replaced the majority of our interactions with being digital. How much do we now view our in-person interactions through our new digital lens? As a prominent example, you can look at our growingly polarized political discourse in modern times, and you see that we've already started to see the symptoms of a very binary interpretation of human interaction. It's also worrisome to think that our upcoming generation's digital presence may end up being more important than their in-person presence. So how do we stop all of this from happening? Is the answer to shut it all down, just pull the plug on big tech? I don't think that it is. The truth is, we've opened Pandora's box, and this is the reality that we're now faced with. So what's the path forward? The first step is underway: awareness. Much of classical conditioning, and if you don't know what that is, Pavlov's dogs might ring a bell, is based on the more non-conscious mechanisms of the brain. If you become conscious of how the conditioning is affecting you, it gives you a degree of control over your behavior. Beyond that, it's important to maintain that balance of in-person and digital interaction. You want the lens that you view the world from to be a full 100% of human communication. Body language, emotion, facial expression, nuanced tonality. It's what we were designed to do, and we can't let that practice atrophy, because that's what creates our sense of identity and community that gives us a healthy view of others in the world. If we can maintain that balance, we can begin to have a healthier relationship with our online presence. and retain control over the influence these platforms and technologies have on us. These algorithms are based on human behavior and response, and that's something we have control over. Take some small steps today. Maybe start by uninstalling some social media platforms from your phone. Then you have to physically go log into your computer to use it, removing some of the convenience. If you're tied to your phone for work, once the day is done, find some time to spend with your family and friends, and turn your phone completely off for it. Be fully present with the people that you're with. And you just might notice that the world isn't quite as crazy as it seems, and that the life right in front of you is beautiful.